Now, a grieving mother accuses a restaurant owner of profiting off her son's death.
Tonight, Curtis Ming has uncovered more damaging information on this restaurant owner, and you featured this guy last night.
We did, and we have learned this is not the only time he's collected money for a good cause and then held on to it. Steve, just tell us where the $1,400 is. After exposing this restaurant owner for not handing over money he raised to help the family of a teen killed in a car crash,
you profited off my son's death. How dare you?
We find out there's even more questionable behavior. A Bacon Bikini fundraiser seen here on YouTube, where he raised money for a charity in his daughter's name. A charity we uncovered doesn't exist. How did you have an event for a charity that doesn't exist? What does he have to say for himself? And what does his daughter have to say? Do you think he was using this fake charity to raise money for himself? Our investigation continues tonight, only on the CBS 13 News at 10. And you are going to hear from his 19-year-old daughter who wants to set the record straight. That is later tonight here at 10.
All right, Curtis, thanks so much. We'll see you then.
First, he threw a fundraiser and held on to the cash.
You profited off my son's death.
Tonight, CBS 13 confronts him again over a Bacon Bikini benefit for his daughter. How did you have an event for a charity that doesn't exist?
Later tonight at 10.
And this is Brandy, the original Canadian bacon.
It was a Bacon Bikini fundraiser for charity. But we go searching for answers because we uncovered that charity doesn't exist. And a Bacon Bikini contest. Yes, you heard me right. The proceeds meant to help kids with diabetes. How did you have an event for a charity that doesn't exist? Hear his answer, and from his daughter who wants to set the record straight about the fake charity named after her. Steve, just tell us where the $1,400 is.
That was part of a Call Curtis investigation that exposed a Roseville restaurant owner who did not hand over money that he raised for the family of a teen who was killed in a car crash.
You profited off my son's death. How dare you?
Now that, of course, was last night.
Tonight, Curtis Ming has uncovered the same man raised money for a charity that doesn't exist.
A charity in his own daughter's name, and the fundraiser, believe it or not, a Bacon Bikini contest.
I didn't hear you guys. Are you guys ready for the Bacon Bikini contest?
By all accounts, it was quite the contest.
Everybody, this is Brandy, the original Canadian bacon.
The night of October 22nd at Lightfoot's California Cuisine in Roseville. In front of a room full of chanting gawkers, women wearing bikinis made of bacon appeared on stage.
Diamond coming out, everybody. Give her a round of applause.
The event held right here in this room was all for charity, the Jordan Lightfoot Foundation for Juvenile Diabetes. The only problem? The charity doesn't exist. Are you Jordan Lightfoot?
Yes.
She's the daughter of Steve Lightfoot, the owner of the restaurant, seen here in the middle of the women in the contest.
Very close, you guys.
That night, the crowd was pushed to buy raffle tickets.
It's all going for a good cause.
Jordan was called up on stage to talk about the charity.
I've been diabetic for almost 14 years, so I want to be able to help kids go through the struggles that I've been through.
And while 19-year-old Jordan does have diabetes, she says she was shocked to learn the charity her dad says he set up in her name isn't real. Do you think he was using this fake charity to raise money for himself?
I hope that's not what his intentions were, but it seems like it has been.
I mean, what do you think of that?
It disgusts me. It's not right.
Do you feel like you got duped?
Absolutely.
Troy Goings was the MC that night.
Let's get ready to rumble!
He says he donated his time last minute after a local radio station pulled out. He thought the proceeds were going to Jordan's charity.
How could somebody do that to their kid? I have 3 little girls of my own. I would never do something like this.
You profited off my son's death. How dare you?
Last night we showed you Tracy Dietrich confronting Steve Lightfoot. She says Steve pocketed $1,400 from a benefit he held this summer in honor of her teenage son Jared, who was killed in a car crash.
Do you understand that we don't have closure for my son's death and that you made this worse for us?
Steve, you were supposed to call us. It wasn't until we showed up to the restaurant unannounced. Just tell us where the $1,400 is. He finally agreed to come clean, admitting he spent the money.
I needed it.
and I used it.
Steve promised to get her the money, and he did come through. But now we have more questions for Steve.
How did you have an event for a charity that doesn't exist?
Jordan Life Foundation, the paperwork has been filed.
The charity does not exist according to the state.
The paperwork has been filed.
But you can't hold a fundraiser for a charity that is not...
I did not know that.
Does he lie?
It sounds like he has a tendency to.
Do you have the paperwork that you filed? Can you show us?
That's in my other records. I have a home office. All that stuff's at the home office.
Who'd you file?
He later admitted he didn't have any paperwork he could show us and didn't follow through on the necessary steps to create a charity.
I'm not the evil person everyone's trying to portray here.
It upsets me because it makes me look bad.
His daughter Jordan says she's sorry to anybody who thought they were helping a foundation in her name.
What's your message for your dad?
Stop lying.
Well, Steve Lightfoot says this was all a misunderstanding. He says the money raised from the Bacon Bikini contest, $110, will be donated to the Sacramento Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. He plans to do that tomorrow. And a quick update about Steve's restaurant, Lightfoot's California Cuisine. It's no longer in business. With hired security, the property manager kicked Steve out last night. He left without any problems. The property manager has removed his name from all the signs outside.
He and his restaurant no longer operate here, and we have no part, and he is not to be even on the property ever again.
Take his name off the
He says he kicked Steve out over several issues, including what we uncovered in our investigation. The station's bar, which operates on that property, is still open for business.
I know Palace has a question about him in a second, but I'm just curious about the ramifications for, these fake fundraisers.
We asked the Attorney General's office because you have to file with the Attorney General's office to become a charity, and they did point us to one statute. That statute says if you operate a function and you're not a legitimate charity, if you have the intent to deceive or commit fraud, they could fine you $1,000 the first time and $2,500 after that, but you have to prove that there was an intent to deceive or defraud people.
And it sounds like when you aired the story, this guy got a lot of attention. A lot of people have been calling you.
I've been getting a lot of phone calls today from people who had dealings with him with his business, and a lot of people are calling us employees, people who had functions at the restaurant, and they're saying he owes them money right now.
Wow. Well,
okay.
Okay, we can expect to hear more, I'm sure. Thank you.
You bet.
Okay, Dave.